I want to welcome you to the Ask Jeff YouTube channel. Here's today's question. In John chapter 1, verse 46, why did Nathaniel answer the way he did? Well, just kind of give you a little backstory here. In John chapter 1, we have the calling of 4 of the 12 disciples. We have Andrew, who brings Peter to Jesus, and we have Philip, who brings Nathaniel. Now, these two are interesting because they're from the area of Bethsaida. Most likely, they were fishermen, and at some level had worked with one another, and obviously had somewhat of a close relationship. Well, when Nathaniel is brought to Jesus, he makes it very clear that no good thing can come from Nazareth. And then Jesus says, I perceive you're a man with no guile. And then Nathaniel falls at his feet, declares that he is the Messiah. And Jesus says, if you think that's a big deal, man, you're going to see angels going above and descending below. And so the question is, why did Nathaniel respond in such a dramatic fashion? I mean, Matthew gets up from the table as an accountant and goes with Jesus. James and John drop their nets. But Nathaniel has a very dramatic response. And I believe it has everything to do with what Jesus said. Here is a man with no guile. If you take that sentence and you begin to really extrapolate what Jesus was saying is, here is a man that has been falsely accused, but I know that he is innocent. And I think the reason that is so significant is Jesus used the term, follow me, to every one of the men that he called as his apostles. Now, in our culture today, it doesn't seem that significant. However, 2,000 years ago, the Jewish rabbis used that phrase at a young man's bar mitzvah to indicate that they had been selected to literally walk into their dust, which is what being a disciple means, to walk in the dust of, to follow them. And Nathaniel, from the response he gives Jesus, we can ascertain that he was, for lack of better terms, on track to be one of these individuals, and was probably disqualified for some reason of which was probably not valid. And so when Jesus used the phrase, come follow me, that he was expecting from another rabbi years later, his response was, here is a man who knows the truth about me. Again, we discover in Scripture, not only Jesus knows anything and everything about all of us, but that he knows our heart. And so therefore, we should be as Nathaniel was in John 1. Great question. If you have one, send it to askjeff.net. Maybe your question will be tomorrow's. Thanks for being a part of today's daily question. Now, we answer a question each and every day. Please feel free to submit a new question at askjeff.net. We may not have gotten to yours today, but we eventually will continue to be a part of this. Subscribe so you don't miss out on a question every day.